So for the first recipe, we are going to be making some veggie burgers, guys, and these turned out amazing. So you're going to need some black beans, some cannellini beans, some eggs, breadcrumbs, olive oil, cilantro, garlic, paprika, and onion powder, and then some buns. For the avocado basil cream, you will need avocado, basil, sour cream, and salt and pepper. So we're going to start off by putting the beans into a large bowl and then mashing those together with a potato masher. And then we're going to be adding in all of our other ingredients like the cilantro. And then we'll be adding in your garlic, then some paprika, onion powder, and then we're going to be adding in the salt and pepper, and then all you have to do is stir. In a separate bowl, we're going to be adding our egg white, our olive oil, and then our breadcrumbs. And then we're just going to mix that all together. We're then going to be adding in that mixture to the first mixture and stirring it all together. The next step is to actually form the burger patties. Once you do that, put that on the frying pan on medium heat, and then they're going to cook for 5 minutes on either side. For the avocado basil cream, we're going to be adding in our avocado, our basil, then we're going to be putting that in a food processor, mixing it all together, and then we're going to be adding in our sour cream and giving it a good mix again, and that is it for the cream. And when you plate these, guys, I just feel like they look super gourmet, and they seriously are easy to make. It sounds like there's a lot of ingredients, but a lot of it you'd already have in your house, and if you don't, they're really cheap. And that is it for this recipe. And now on to the kale walnut pesto pasta. Guys, this is such a great dish. You're going to need some cherry tomatoes, some olive oil, some brown rice pasta, some parmesan, salt, and pepper. And then for the actual pesto, you're going to need some kale, olive oil, walnuts, parmesan cheese, garlic, basil, salt, and pepper again. So starting off with the blistering red tomatoes, you're just going to be halving those, tossing them with olive oil, salt, and pepper into a dish, and then you're going to be putting them in the oven on 425 degrees for 15 minutes. And guys, the flavor of these tomatoes was seriously so amazing. So while that is cooking, throw in your pasta into boiling water. I'm using brown rice pasta. You can't even tell the difference, and it's just way better for you. And now onto the pesto, we're going to be putting some kale into a food processor. We're going to be adding in our walnuts, our parmesan cheese, our basil, our garlic, and then we're just going to mix that up for a little bit. Then we're going to add in the olive oil and mix it up together again. And now onto plating. Make sure you save a little bit of pasta water to mix in with the sauce if you don't want it to be so condensed in flavor. I feel like the pasta really comes together once you add on the tomatoes. It just looks very pretty and colorful, and then you can put on some Parmesan cheese, that's your choice, some salt and pepper, and then here it is, you guys. That's everything for this recipe. And now onto the kale salad. So what you're going to need for this is some kale, some avocado, some pecans, goat cheese, and some quinoa. And then for the homemade vinaigrette, you're going to need some olive oil, some organic apple cider vinegar, some lemon, and some sugar. So to make your vinaigrette, add in your olive oil, your sugar, the juice of a lemon. I'm just sticking in a fork and wiggling it back and forth to get all the lemon juice out, and adding that in there, and then you're just going to mix it all together. So for the actual salad, I'm just removing the leaves from a stem, and a great way to do this is just by using a knife, holding down the stem, and just cutting the leaves off. And then I'm just soaking this in water to get rid of the bitterness taste, and just massage that with your hands. So then we're going to be adding in some pecans, some goat cheese, and then your quinoa, and then your avocado. And then we're just going to be mixing that all in together. Lastly, just add in your vinaigrette, mix it all together, and you are done. This can be a very light dinner, a lunch, or a great side dish.